Yo, 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 this is your boy Fireworks. Welcome back to Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. So, we are about to go and see Scream 7. Okay, I'm going with Dizzy tonight. White Gold can't be here. She's doing some hair and stuff tonight. She already had plans. So, me and Dizzy are gonna rock it. I'm super excited because this is the Neve Campbell return, all right? And they did pivot away from Alyssa, man. I'm someone who enjoyed them, dog. So, I'm kind of like, is this going to be good? Is it not? You know what I'm saying? So all the Scream movies that I've watched so far, I've really enjoyed. It would kind of be a bummer if this one wasn't as good, but I'm not going into it like it. I'm going into it with high hopes. So I'm hope that I'm not disappointed. You know what I'm saying? And this will be my actual third Scream movie in theaters. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get a chance to see none of the others, but I started right around 5. So I got to say 5, 6, and now I'm going to see 7. Okay. So, I am about to go to the theater and meet Dizzy. After we get out of the movie, we're going to get Dizzy's thoughts, and then I'm going to come back. And yes, we're going to talk spoilers because, of course, I definitely want to break down this film depending on what goes down. You feel me? So, another Scream whodunit, or is there a twist this time? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I just don't know what I'm getting into because they pivoted. You know what I'm saying? What did they bring to the table to make this successful? How creative did they get? What did they do? What did they take out? What did they add? What did they mix? You know what I'm saying? Is it a completely different timeline? Is it years down the road? What is it? You know what I'm saying? So before I get out of here or go to the theater, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up and leaving a like. If you're new here to the channel, hit subscribe and tap that notification bell so when we do a video just like this one, of course, you all will get them first, all right? So I got my Ghostface cup, of course, and I'm going to the theater to see Scream 7. I'll see y'all on the other side. I'm Fireworks. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. We back.
So we just got out of Scream 7. So I'll just say this. Definitely not one of my favorites of the series. If I were to give it a score, I give it like a 6.5 out of 10 because it still had all the moments that I really love about the Scream movies. I mean, it's of course like, you know what I'm saying? I thought a couple of the jump scares were actually like really good. Of course, you know, Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They were great as ever. Like, this is a movie that's, you know, literally about, you know, Sydney and how she juggles, you know, being a mom, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of her daughter, make sure she doesn't pass on her trauma that she went through to her daughter. You know what I'm saying, trying to protect her family, not wanting to revert back to what she, you know what I'm saying, what she was trying to get away from, but at the same time having to deal with the real fact that, you know, this might be something that she'll never get away from. But 2/3 of the movie I was fine with to an extent, but then like the last third just really kind of dropped off for me, and I felt like the killer reveal in this one was definitely like the weakest of the entire franchise because literally I was sitting in my seat and once they revealed it, I was just like,
Right, I feel you.
So yeah, it didn't quite exactly land the way I wanted it to. I wish it could have landed better. I wish they
definitely could have wrote it better.
Yeah. They definitely
better
could.
ideas.
But what I say I like the most about Scream 7 is Neve Campbell, you know what I'm saying, front and center, you know what I'm saying, being, you know what I'm saying, just seeing her in her element as a mom, you know, and like I said, I think that was something that we needed to see at some point, just showing the real danger of Ghostface, being around her family, you know what I'm saying, coming into contact with her family and showing how she's going to be able to take care of that situation. But yeah, this is like a 6.5 out of 10 for me. Like if I were to like rank them all now, I mean, I would watch it again, but like I said, that drop off in that third act was like, but it would still be like, because Scream 2 is probably still my favorite.
Scream 2.
All of them, yeah, most definitely. So it'd be like Scream 2, then the original Scream, Scream 4, 6, 5, 7, and 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of 3 either.
You know, I mean, 3 will probably always be bottom for me unless they do something, you know what I'm saying, worse in the future. But one last thing though I will say is that in some way, especially with the killer reveal, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's almost like Sydney really has nobody to trust. I mean, she's got people that she can trust, but at the same time, she really has nobody. There's still that element of like loneliness when it comes to Sydney. So that was another thing that just kind of struck me, especially during the third act. But yeah, I mean, would I watch it again? It probably won't be one of the ones I'm going to go back to that often. Maybe if I did like a Scream marathon or something, or maybe up until the time the next one comes out. But yeah, this was just all right to me. It's just all right. So, but shout out to Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, the whole cast. I thought the cast was fine. But yeah, oh yeah, Chad and Mindy. I hope nothing happens to them anytime soon, because they are definitely one of my favorite moments of, like I said, these last 3 movies. So shout out to Chad and Mindy. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yo, this is your boy Fireworks, and welcome back, Snoopers. All right, I just got back in from seeing Scream 7. So, this is spoilers. We're going to spoil, okay? We're going to talk spoilers. I'm going to try not to be here long, and I'm going to try to be, nice about it. But, Dizzy asked me how I felt when I walked out, man, and I said it just fell flat for me. There are good moments in the movie, but there's a lot of, to me, just spread out weird and random stuff going on. But I'll talk about the good things first. I think the highlight of the movie is obviously, Neve Campbell coming back. She put this movie on her back. She definitely did the heavy lifting. Her acting was amazing. She still got it. And I loved how they kind of kept her at the level of who she is in this horror shit, bro. She is the final girl, the ultimate final girl. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you do see her kind of own that in this movie. And I think the interaction between her and her daughter in this movie is kind of the peak. I mean, the moments, the acting, where you can really kind of be sold on it and give into it as an audience. I just feel like that, and y'all gonna kill me when I say this, but I feel like Scream 7 is the like Halloween H2O of its franchise. I don't really even think that the story was all that good. I think that I could write something better. I also think that there was like plot armor for her husband in here, which I don't know why they did that. Her husband got stabbed like 1,000,000 times, and somehow he survived this. And I don't know why, because he wasn't in the movie that long, which means his budget and what they paid him wasn't an issue. So I don't know if they want to bring him back in another movie and they have plans for him being the killer in another movie or something, which would be kind of really bogus. But just from my perspective, I feel like that this could have been written better. For instance, I think that having the daughter become the main role is important, since you have walked away from Jenna and Melissa. And I think that if people become sold on her daughter, I think now's the time where you put Neve in the mask. I think that's the ultimate goal, and should have been the ultimate goal for Melissa and Jenna's characters, is that maybe in the final movie, you reveal that Neve was the one trying to take them out in the end because she has gone so crazy over all these years of not being able to trust anybody. And I still think that's an element that can be used down the road. I don't know if maybe they just wanted to kind of take their time on it, but those are just some ideas, like, you know, Neve being the killer, or even Melissa Barrera coming back and being the killer in this movie for not showing up in New York. And she kind of has some issues with her father being and stuff like that. And, you know, I did like how they exchanged kind of the trauma from Neve to her daughter. And she kind of had to coach her daughter to be a final girl. And I think that was kind of cool to see. But other than that, man, I think the reveal in here was like, what? It felt so lame to me. And more for the guy than the woman. The woman had the making of it once you heard her story. And, you know, for me, I heard at the coffee shop, I really didn't expect her to be the killer. But the guy, I think he was more of a dry reach than the woman, because the guy was just kind of like, hey, I'm here for the... And then, but she had a whole rollout, which is kind of the norm for the reveals. And then the Chad and Mindy part, obviously there to keep the Randy balance in the movies, which I don't like, because they seem random at this point. Like, to me, I feel like what Chad and Mindy did, Courtney could have done in this movie. And you could have centered it around like Courtney, Neve, and her daughter. But adding Chad and them in here, that shit weird, you know? And it's obvious because they say the same lines every 3 movies. We're related to Randy, or we were Randy's da 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 da. They said it in this movie, and I just rolled my eyes. And then they were like, but you gotta suspect the boyfriend. You gotta watch out. And I'm just kind of like, ugh. Literally kind of like rewritten lines from the other 2 movies, bro. Seriously. I didn't like that at all. I think there is another way to keep Randy's balance in there. I know people love that part, you know, where you think you got it, and then they shake the bottle up one more time, so then you gotta guess. And I like that, but like I said, in this movie, I don't feel like you needed that, because there was already a discourse, or already like an assumption or a thought process of like, who is this person? Because you're focused on Neve now. Like, who it could be after Neve. And of course, they put the Stu mocker shit in there, which I really thought at the end it was going to be Stu. And also, it tells me that Stu is going to come back. Matthew Lillard is going to come back. Based off what they told us. They said in the movie that my man's is still out here. You feel me? He was released 2 weeks ago in this movie and shit. Matthew Lillard is coming back. Stu mocker, he gonna be back, bro. Like, if they don't even touch that, oh my god, bro. You know how, like, it was really cool seeing Matthew Lillard be in this movie alongside of the cameos of the other characters, but I forgot about that part, that he didn't die and that he's out here somewhere. So Dizzy gave it like a 6.5. I'm probably gonna go like, I'll probably go 6.5. There were good jump scares in here. I just feel like it could have been written differently. Maybe I've said this before, you know, maybe for this movie, instead of do the daughter thing, I think maybe this is the chance to go supernatural, meaning you take Ghostface into a supernatural realm. And I feel like you turn it into the same thing, but you make it more kind of crazy and your mind playing tricks on you for Neve. Because I feel like Neve's character has been through more of this shit than anybody. So I feel like that at this point, I don't want to say that she's just flat out seeing things, because I feel like that comes off bogus when I'm trying to sell it to you. But like, there's a way to write her with all the trauma that she's had, to where through a movie, she is at a point where she feels like she, again, is being you know, chased by Ghostface, or someone in a Ghostface mask is trying to kill her. But I feel like they could have done a movie where it was all in her mind. And like at the end of the movie, you know, we zoom out of, you know, an asylum, or we zoom out of somewhere, and then, or you know, Melissa and them show up and they say, well, you know, or Courtney's on the phone, and you know, that's the reason why she didn't go to New York to help them, because she was dealing with, you know, the Ghostface, you know, stuff that she sees that's not really him. And then we get to this movie, and that's kind of what she's dealing with. We think it's Ghostface, we think it's a killer, we think it's all this, but then at the end of the movie, you know, you reveal that she has been dealing with this shit so long that now she has finally paid the ultimate price, being an ultimate final girl, you know. So that, I mean, that, like I said, the supernatural realm, or, you know, Neve kind of psychologically seeing it, and Ghostface becoming supernatural in a sense, I think is a good play. It's two directions that you could have went. You know, the Neve in the mask kind of doesn't make sense because the daughter play is weird with that, and you need to kind of build that up. I don't know about killing Neve off. I feel like you need to build that up if you're gonna do that. I feel like it fits better with Melissa and Jenna Ortega's story. If they would have got that third movie, which would have been this, I feel like it would have been perfect to unveil Neve in the mask at this point. But, you know, there is supposedly a Scream 8 already in development, so I don't know where they're going to go with that. I'm pretty sure maybe they're going to take the daughter's angle, maybe. Or maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe they try to get Melissa in there back again. I really don't know, but still a fun experience. It's always fun to go watch Scream. And on top of that, bro, the Scary Movie trailer was in the Scream shit, which I didn't think that was going to go down. But the Scary Movie trailer, bro, that shit looked really, really funny. I can't wait till they release that so I can get White Goat here so we can watch that shit on the channel with y'all. Like, that's going to be amazing. You feel me? And it does suck that White Goat couldn't be here, but it's going to be amazing to see what she thinks, because she's the one who brought it to the channel. I'm really anxious to see what she thinks. I can't wait till it comes out on VOD so we can watch it with her and see what she thinks and how she feels. So you all let us know in the comments how you feel. If you went to go see Scream this weekend, how you feel about Scream 7, let us know in the comments. All right, so before I get out of here, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up, leave a like. If you're new here to the channel, hit subscribe and tap that notification bell so when we do a video just like this one, you all will get them first. Okay, so of course we got more content on the way. It's still kind of the first of the year. We're about to hit March. There's a lot of movies that's out or coming, so make sure that you all stay tuned. All right, I'm Fireworks. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. We out.